And I'm just showing you here, for example, how a document classifier can be accessed. So, and you can see that this document classifier represents a shortcut to processing benefit enrollments, delivery slips, and patient registration forms. So I can just drag those mixed documents onto that document drop shortcut, and you may be able to analyze those and route those to the appropriate job processing. So that's how a document classifier can be presented. But let's take a little bit more of a look on how you create a document classifier, shall we? So let's log out, and I'm going to log in with administration rights here. And within Umango on the dashboard, you can see that classifiers are here for me to access, make changes to, whatever I need to do. They're listed here under classifiers. Let's create one from scratch, shall we? So I'm going to do is select new and classifier. Super easy, just following these few quick steps. So first off, you name your classifier. Now this represents something that is going to be identifiable to you and your team around the mixed documents they're going to be processing. So in this case, let's just say I've got a situation where I've got patient registrations and enrollment forms, and they're going to be coming in from just mixed environments. I don't have the luxury of being able to separate them out in different types. So mixed patient registration enrollment forms is going to be the name of this classifier. Now I've got the choice here to be able to classify each file based on the first page, or try to classify every page of the file. So these are the questions that you just need to ask in the sense of, okay, how are our files coming in? Is each file going to be, in this case, a patient registration form and an enrollment form? Or are they going to be completely mixed in one batch? So one file might have patient registrations and enrollment forms within the one file. And that leads on to our next question, which is regarding the classification method. Are we going to use job separation rules? So based on each job, how am I going to be able to separate multiple files within the one batch? Or am I going to use the classification engine to analyze the layout and appearance? So, for example, I might have a file, but of multiple patient registration forms. And do I want that particular job separation logic to be invoked? The next step is to simply specify the sources. These are the inputs. And you saw before how easy it was for me to be able to create access to my staff to be able to have a document classifier every time they log in based on their credentials. And in Umango, I simply tick this box, include this classifier in document drop. I can also specify adding various sources. So it could be a network folder, for example. It could be an incoming email account. Also a wide range of different document management systems and cloud-based connectors. And by the way, on each of these, you can create rules on what files to watch for and import. This is where we specify which jobs that are appropriate for this classifier to be able to associate with. So, we mentioned, for example, that it's going to be a patient registration form, and also it's going to be an enrollment form. And you know what, I'm going to specify, if I wish, that the benefit enrollment form can be the default. And last but not least, we specify the image enhancements. Do we, for example, have mixed originals that are going to be portrait and landscape? And do we want them to automatically detect their orientation, for example? And we're done. We hit save and close. And that document classifier is now listed under my classifiers here. And I'm ready to allow that for my staff to use as part of their mixed document processing needs. Find out more around Umango by visiting our website, umango.com.